Welcome in, legends. In today's video, this is not going to be an edit video. I just want to talk about this game. All right. So, this is going to be a straightforward, raw video, me talking about Catch a Monster. All right. This comes from a gamer that has a lot of time in the game, a lot of grinds, also have been supporting the devs with buying things in the shop, but that's not the case. These updates that are coming out right now, in my eyes, it's a copy and pasta update. I don't know how you see it. Of course, there are some new monsters, there are some new things, but really though, what is the update? So for me, I feel like this is like a patch. Like when I see a patch, you can like mini update maybe, but this is not like big updates. I call it the patch. This, all right. The reason why I'm calling this a patch because it's the exact same update as the last one, only with a different skin, only with some different small tweaks. And what I mean with small tweaks is like, okay, we got a new island, right? Well, let me go down. What is really here? Here is actually almost nothing. We got like a big water. All right, cool. They make like the big tree. It's nice, right? There is no activity, so the island is there for no reason. You got four mobs that a little bit scattered, but this is the best spot right here to farm, right? Then you got random. You do got eggs here, so you can take these eggs. You got here scattered lions, so happy luck AFKing there. And we got some scatter monsters again. All right. So there's not really like that they are close combat, you know? And as I've been saying, this game turns into a AFK simulator by itself because the developers are making it like that. And the reason why I'm saying AFK simulator is because all of these events, what's happening right now, you got to put in some time, which is normal. All right, it's really normal to put in some time, and they compromise it with things in the game that you can give to people with this update, yada yada yada. All right, I get that stuff. But listen to this. This is supposed to be a holiday season with your girlfriend or whatever, but this is just an in-game thing, right? Valentine's event. But 300 roses and you only get 100 is a little bit absurd, due to the fact that I understand you can do rifts and you can hunt, you can jump in servers, all of that stuff. I understand that stuff. But I don't understand why this is 300. This should be 100 roses, 100 for 100. You cannot do 300 and only get 100. The things in the shop are kind of pricey then. You would think like, hey, only 5K, only this because you're used to the other events, like the ocean event that just passed. You will get this easy, yes, but in the Valentine's event, not really. The reason why it slows up your gameplay is like the notification rifts are needed here, big time, because in rifts you will get 5 on a blue one, 10 on a purple, and 20 on a red. But let's just say you multiply that. You could multiply that easy. You can hop servers and look for rifts, yes, but that's much slower. If you get notified what a rift is, that makes your gameplay over time better. All right, that's just about the rift part. But you can figure it out. What I'm saying right now, you get the point. Pets. We got last update. We got Luna Fox and we got Megavolt. Right, Megavolt entirely is a new kit. Yes, you got some new things: to stun, void, and some a good passive, right? But the abilities right here, also last patch, there are two. What do you call that? The cooldown is too high. Sometimes I see my Megafault actually standing there doing totally nothing, and he gets bugged out sometimes, and he does for one round almost nothing, and he gets hits. All right, Luna Fox. Let's go to Luna Fox. Right, Luna Fox has a kit: Windis, Luna Taunt, and Luna Heal. All right. I can understand if you have a Luna S or maximum stats, Luna's gonna be crazy, all right, or decent. But Luna is actually not decent. The reason why is because Luna her taunt or his taunt needs to be Luna is a girl name needs to be fixed because the duration of the taunt is almost nowhere to be found. All right. So, and as a secret unit, having almost the same loadout as an Undyne, only have a wind disc for 3 seconds and a taunt that you cannot even almost see because all of these mobs in the game they have an AoE attack. So your taunt is actually not even usable because even if Luna taunts the target, that almost all mobs in the game have a base of an AoE or is a what do you call it? A tornado, or it is something that is going to do AoE attack. So what is the taunt about? It will be good if we had literally if we had you see how these monsters are scattered, right? Let's just say our monsters could go this way, and that way, and they could attack in their single target and also AoE. That would make way more sense that Luna has her taunt. Because let's just say you are sending Luna to the boss, and Luna can taunt that boss and keep him aggroed. So all of your other monsters could like nuke the small trash mobs down, and then you go heal up and you go straight to the boss because Luna is tanking it. That's how it's supposed to be, I guess. But that's not how it is. They're all focusing on one target, and your monsters are gonna get like sometimes bug. I had one of my monsters do this because it didn't know where to go and it got hit because it was stuck in the animation like this because it was tripping. So, and that means like fix that so the game gets as an AFKer or as a grinder when you need to hunt stuff as an AFKer, right? This will be really handy. I just take my take on this because these are some good quality of life changes, and I don't understand why there is a new update, but the boss is nowhere to be found. That is like getting a Big Mac without the burger. All right. So, and something else. These these patch notes are nice to see, nice to have, right? There are some minor tweaks and stuff like that, but there are not really like specific things what they really what do you call that? Really fixed, right? Sometimes you see fixed bugs, but what bugs? There are still a lot of bugs. All right, in the game, it's okay, but let us know what you're fixing. Like make like a spreadsheet with the update things that we really see that, in my opinion. If this is good for you, it's good, but I want to see like, okay, they just changed, that has changed. So we see numbers. Because you don't see numbers, it feels now like all the mobs get the same ability or some way the same ability. This guy has some new abilities. Yes, he has some new abilities, and the frost dart is, um, is really good because it's a 3 second. It makes sense if you do your DPS on a 3 second, and then have your um, what is it called? Your strongest monsters do way more damage, but the cooldown is it's insane. That doesn't make sense. He's gonna get hit and gonna get destroyed because he's already squishy. So actually, he is strong, but he makes up for it for doing too much damage, and then he's get destroyed because yeah. So sometimes you are forced to use builds which are not necessary because he is really good, but Tusk has the same skill tree, only in a different way, but it's the exact same thing. All right, so I just wish that these guys, the developers of Catch Monsters, that they really look out on these mythicals because we have a bunch of mythicals and make them unique, make them have their signature move or signature skill, so they have something else. Because what I see right here is that they can have more moves right here, at least two right here, right? So why don't the secrets get a chance or just have their signature ability like Eclipse Night, Nightshade, or something like a move that it does, an ultimate move. So that makes more sense. I think half of these people are struggling in the tower because yeah, some people get lucky with S or A or whatever they get, so they get lucky. That's the name of the game. It's a gotcha game, understandable. But I don't understand one thing. Let's go to the tower, right? In the beginning of this game, the game tells you to come over here. And then it explains to you everything into this game, what you need to do. And then it tells you to get a new ball. It tells you that. but it stops out of nowhere at 1 million. So for the past couple of updates, what we get, we still have the same 2.3 ball. And the reason I don't know why we still get the 2.3 ball, because basically this is your bread and butter to catch monsters, right? And it's not getting buffed. So this number should go up, and it's not even up. And yes, the Valentine update, it's here. All right, it is here. Yes. But most amount of time you are going to grab miss. And if you get that S, yes, you're gonna have that feeling, yes, oh my God, yes, yes. But if you for that 80% you are catching miss, and at 20% somehow you get random S, that's like what is going on here. All right. Where do we know when we can get an S? When do we see that you are able to get an S or an A? You know, in my opinion, that would make sense for me. It would make more sense to do that. So I would feel like the game has, I'm not saying the game is not good, but I feel like the game is missing a lot of things that other Roblox games have. And you can say, Legend, ain't gonna play those games, but it would make it way better for the community, to progress, to have, and to maneuver when they can maneuver. All right. Maybe put a guide in the game for people how to start or what to do, because everything now is YT and nobody explains anything. Like anything in a good way that they really understand. All right. So hopefully those things will come to place, and it is a good game, but I feel like they need to bring more to the table. You cannot dish out an update that looks exactly identical like the last update, but only some minor tweaks. And also, one thing, the admin abuse. What is going on with the admin abuse? The admin abuse, literally, you have 35 minutes, right? 35 minutes of admin abuse. You do like 3 or 4 activities in those 35 minutes, because the timers are so long that you're maybe already done with the thing. You just wait. You just wait there. So you're forced to use an alt account and to do it on your alt. But how would it be if the events are like 2 minutes to do this, 2 minutes to do that, 2 minutes to do this, and maybe the catcher things put it on 5 minutes. Like, make a rotation, not like be there, eat the time. You guys loved it. Okay, you hand them some free stuff, like a code that is just like, okay, you get the code, go in and get your gacha. You're not getting, okay, go grind now, and that's it. So there is not really a thing that you can say like it's really effort here. And from my opinion, that's not really effort. So if you see it in a different way, I want to know why you see it in a different way. Because if you look at the grand scheme of it, it does not, you know? And this says it all to me. And maybe that's their way of putting out updates, but I never seen an update, right? And then nice that it is here, but then you look for the boss because you're gonna be greedy. You're gonna be like, okay, where's the boss then? And then you see probably this is gonna be the spot, but there's no boss spawning here. There's no boss here yet, but there's so much hype on the Valentine's Day. So basically, all they did was swap the Valentine with Ocean. Put like a small thing that you can send gifts to people, and you have to send gifts to people, otherwise you're not getting it. So you're forced. You're forced for doing it. That's okay, cool. All right. So you get your roses, so you get your stuff, cool. But I do think the Ocean update was then a little bit better because one, you would not have to wait two-way cycle, because now it's a two-way cycle. You need to get roses first. You get all your own roses. Now you need to find people to send roses to, all right? And then convert it to chocolate. And then you're not getting much. You're really not. It's not making sense here too. Like, you send 100 roses, you get 200. You said 300 roses, you get 300. Why isn't that in the shop? That should be in the shop too. 100, 100. This I understand. Put it as whatever you want. This one I understand too. But for getting the thing, like getting the resources itself, this comes in place, bro. This comes really in place. Or what you got to do, this is what I literally see. Like, I don't know if you see it, or you got to go extremely try hard, and then you get a lot higher. But I can tell you, getting to 18K is gonna be so difficult. It's gonna effort you a lot of grind. You can do the math yourself. You got these dailies are you gonna swap a lot, but let's just say you want to have like in this way, like you want to have high number here. Like, it could be high, but it's not working because the system is not letting you. So if I buy right now 300 roses, bro, so and I have 1K plus, I'm not gonna get a lot of that. I'm not going to get much. So I'm forced here to send so many roses to get the 700, 1,500 roses, bro. You go only 700. What does that mean, bro? That's saying, bro, grind the game out till you get bored. People gonna get bored of this. And maybe you don't feel it. Maybe it's somewhere in your brain cells. You have it, but you're just still playing, and hopefully they fix it. They gotta fix it instantly because this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And this is not, I'm not mad, but this is just some, like, when you play a game, you check out an update, and if it's reasonable, if it's not reasonable, this is not reasonable, you know? So, and what's gonna happen right now, you already see it on the Discord. Do you have the Valentine's Rifts? And you're not gonna get the Rift till a couple of hours, right? The free run here. You only get this in 20 whatever hours, 24 hours, right? And then when somebody makes an alt, he pops out three or riffs again, and then pops out another three. Is that really what we need to do to get the Valentine's update? Is that what we really need to do here? That doesn't make sense, bro. All right. I thought like in this update, I was talking about like or thinking about like, yo, we have a new island. I understand. Maybe they gotta put the riffs here. Like they would make like Valentine something nice and then make the riffs here so people know like every whatever minute, half hour, whatever, they fly up to this new island. You know, they fly up here and then they come check this island for that riff. That will be epic because then you are striving for something, know it's gonna be there, but where is it? All right. That will be something else, but you know it's here. And then that will be a W update because now you can farm a lot of rifts. You can farm your roses because you're gonna get 20 roses. Then you can then AFK and know the portal's gonna spawn, so you get automatically 20. So that's a W for everybody. And plus, on top of that, you can get the new monsters, having a chance to get one of the new monsters, right? So that will make sense. All right. What was the new monster Kitsune, right? You were able to get like a kitsune or something. All right. So I'm just saying this off rip. This is not edit. This is just like me talking to you guys because I wanted to make this video. Let me know in the comment below what you guys think about this. This is something for me that I think like this has to be checked. Or somebody needs to talk to these developers because they are doing a good job with a couple of things, but it feels like they don't want to do it. And I don't know if it's like me, but I don't want this game to turn out to a semi cash grab, you know? And it's definitely not a cash grab. No, it has a lot of gacha, it has a lot of luck things. Understandable. That's the way the game is. But give us also something that we can go by because these one if there's the event you only get one cool, but make it so you can double that up and don't let us go out of our way to get that because that's not an update. That's just now you gotta do go out of your way to play the update while the update only gives you like nothing, almost nothing. And the update is for 7 days. Like it's gonna be crazy grind for in 7 days to get like the things. So yeah, you know what's gonna happen. You know. All right.